Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Let's create this trailing fire animation in Blender. First remove everything, then add a reference image. I am using this single logo, but you can use any image you like. I want this image to stay perfectly flat on the surface, so I will reset all rotation to 0. For convenience, go to the data properties and enable the opacity, then reduce it slightly so we can clearly see what we are working on. I am adding a Bezier curve and go to edit mode and place it in the proper position. Rotate it and scale it to fit the shape. I am speeding this up since the rest of the process are same. And you can hold the control key for the precise measurement. Holding the control key will enable the snapping mode. At this point, we don't need the fire uh, between this gap, so let's pull them down. Then we will start from here. So let's make it up here and make sure the height of these vertices are same like others. Now we need two separate curves, one for the top and one for the bottom. So let's select half of them, then separate it by pressing P. Now we have two separated curves. Next, add an UV sphere, scale it down to make it small, and go to the constraint tab. Add a follow path constraint, choose a Bezier curve, then click the animate path. The UV sphere will animate uh, in the curve. Now duplicate this UV sphere. This will keep all the settings. Now in this new UV sphere, just select the other one. Don't forget to click the animate path. Let's try again. Now one of our curves is going in the wrong position. So let's change the path of this Bezier curve. Go to the edit mode. In the segment menu, choose the switch direction. Now both of them will go in the same way. Sorry, I think I did it both of them in the wrong way. Let's fix it. For this one, switch direction. It will start from here. Then do the same with the other curve. switch direction. Select all and switch direction. Now both of them will start from here and will end here. Yeah, it's fine. Let's speed up the animation. I want the fire to be spread quickly. So select a curve, go to the data properties. In the path animation sections, reduce the frame to 50. So the animation will end within the 50 frames. Select another one, then reduce it to 52. Now it will complete the animation faster. Okay, it looks fine. Now add a plane. It will be our dynamic paint canvas. Make it bigger to fit our curve in it. Go to the physics tab, then enable the dynamic paint. The type should be canvas and add a canvas. Here the end frame will be 50 because our animation will end in 50 frames. The source type will be weight, and one of the most important thing is this output. For our tutorial purpose, we must enable this vertex group. Click on the plus sign and this vertex group will be enabled. Now select a sphere, enable the dynamic paint and change the type to brush, then add a brush. That's all for the sphere. Change this one too. Okay. Now let's add fire. Select the plane, which is our dynamic paint canvas. Go to the object and choose the quick smoke from the quick effect. This will add a domain. Let's hide this reference image. We'll no longer need it. And our plane is okay. So this is our smoke domain. We can resize it if we want, but it's not always necessary. So let's set this up. Go to the physics tab, then enable the adaptive domain. This will optimize the simulation area and enable noise. It will add more fire details. Now change this value of density and heat. Play with this value, then you will have a different result. The value fixed, the value which is okay with you, you can keep this. Vorticity, you can increase the vorticity to make the fire little crazy. I am adding a little lower value. Then end this frame in 80. Our animation will end in 50. So I am adding some extra frame to see the fire animation. Now select our plane, which is the dynamic paint canvas. To change the flow type to fire and keep this in flow. And the most important is select the vertex group we have added earlier. This will fire only the area of this vertex group. Then enable the texture to have a more realistic fire animation. Now go to the texture, add new and choose the cloud, noise or mask break, anyone. I am choosing the cloud, and you can adjust the size. I am keeping 2.29. You can set your own value. So let's see how it looks now. We have missed an important step here. We have to subdivide this plane in order to work this dynamic paint. So select the plane, go to the edit mode, then subdivide. I am adding the value 100. So you might add more or less. It depends on your computer strength. So switch back to the object mode. Then let's see if the fire is working now. Yeah, it's working. The fire is not showing accurately because I keep this resolution very low. I will make it higher before I bake the final render. Now switch the render engine to cycle. Fire always looks better in cycle. Change it to GPU if you have extra graphics card. I am reducing the sampling to 32 and enable the denoise. Now let's work on the fire shader. Go to the shader editor. Make sure you have selected the fire domain. And the fire domain comes with a principal volume. Let's add an attribute nodes. Rename this to heat. Then connect this color with the emission strength and connect this with the emission color. Let's add some random color. Add an color ramp and place it between the color and the emission color. Now make it little orangey, dark orange. Then make it red. We can see the color is changing. You can add some more stop and make them multiple color to have a different color of the fire. To control the emission strength, you can add a math node and place it between color and the emission strength and change this to multiply. Now you can control this strength from here. I'm keeping it to 0.5. Reduce the density to 0. Now we are all set up. Let's bake the fire. Select the domain, go to the physics tab. Let's increase it to 128. Change this type to modular. So we will have this bake data. Baking is done. So let's render it for the final result.